Man, you heard Coach, right? They're locked in. I feel like they're aware of the problem. The problem is after the first game, the legs are kind of dry, the energy is kind of down. When you're aware of the problem, it's easy to fix, right?
I thought after Friday, right, they beat the Blue Checks, and they were very aware of the problem for Saturday. They're like, you guys say we can't win back-to-backs. And then they came out yesterday, and it was terrible.
But they only went against the second-best team in the league, man.
That is a very good point. And Sean Abaya starts with the ball here. Obviously, he struggled a little bit in some of these back-to-backs, but I look for him to have a huge game today against RWE. Going up against Amari Evans last night, no matter who RWE throws at him, it's not going to be the same level of defender as Amari Evans. So I need a big game from Sean, man.
Absolutely. And speaking of big games, Caden Daltrey for 3, number 3 right there on your screen. He is very capable of big games, averaging around 20 points. One of the youngest players in the league, Tom. He's a class of 2027, and he's 7th in scoring in the entire league.
Yeah, seeing his first shot go in is huge for Fear of God, because I think he's kind of streaky. If he hits 1, he can hit 3. So I'm definitely looking to get him involved early.
So we seeing Coach Frazier deciding to put Parker Robinson on Sean Abaya early. I'm pretty sure we're going to see multiple defenders, give him multiple looks to try to make it hard for him. P-Rob back out to Jasper Johnson. Couldn't get the save. Fear of God with the ball back.
Tonight we mentioned it's Taylon Kinney's birthday. Welcome everyone in the chat. Let us know how many points you think Taylon Kinney will score tonight on his 17th birthday.
I seen on IG, man, somebody got it right in the comments. They said dead in the middle, 25.
I put 26. I was just off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. I was very disappointed in myself.
Don't be, man. That's actually pretty impressive to be 1 off. It's looking like we got some 1-2-2 action. Is that? No, 2-3. Got some 2-3 action to start the game off early from Fear of God. Oh.
Everyone got hit there. Yeah, it looked like a little 2-3. It's interesting that they did that a little bit last night. Sean Abaya playing the top. I think they want to use his length to get the guards maybe a little off kilter.
Yeah, something that I think we talk a lot about, and I think it's very important, is Sean does not back away from guarding. Right. You know, like he tries to guard some of the better players on a nightly basis. So this 2-3 zone, him being at the top, he's a competitor. I know he wants to be in a mix of a lot of the defensive assignments. Keyshawn Fisher for 3. Hey, man, he is one of the best in the league at 3 and D. I'm definitely expecting a big game from him. As you mentioned, Tom, this team, even though they've been on a 7-game win streak, they only got 7 players. So everybody needs to contribute to win tonight, and I'm sure we can always count on a good game from Keyshawn Fisher.
And very interesting, Coach Frazier puts him back in the starting lineup after, I think, the last 2 games he's been coming off the bench.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. This is why he is one of the most special talents in the country. If you haven't heard of Taylon Kinney, then there he is. Happy birthday, TK. What a move.
You did that on purpose?
No, 100%. 100%. Abaya, deep 3. No good. This RWE team coming out with a lot of energy, and you can only imagine the confidence, Tom. 7 straight games. I know they feel like everything is going their way right now, so it's going to take a big effort from Fear God to slow them down.
Yeah, we see Taylon going behind the back and still finishing.
That's crazy, man. That was somebody gonna clip that by the end of the night for sure.
Other than Eli, I don't know if there's a player playing with more confidence than Taylon Kinney right now in our league.
Yeah, man. I wonder how hard it is for Nolan and Joe, who handle the strictly B-ball power rankings, to properly assess RWE, because even though their record is the exact same as the City Reapers, the win streak has to hold some value, right? So I wonder if they go back and forth over who's 2 or 3 because how impressive it is on a streak.
I think it definitely has to hold some weight. I think the one thing for Joe and Nolan, as CK's right off the mark, is few of those games against the Diamond Doves, some of the teams that are at the bottom of the rankings. So I think they want to see RWE beat the Reapers, beat the Dreamers before they really maybe get them to number 2.
We almost see a body right there. Jackson McVay was able to stop the lob. Right there you're hearing Coach Corey Frazier, head coach for RWE.
I'm not watching nobody back off their man. That's off the catch. No, that's off the catch.
Coach Frazier, man, that's my OG, man. That's him, Coach Doug, shout out to Coach Norm. We got some amazing coaches here. One of my favorite things to do, I like to get here early and just talk to him for about an hour. Talk about basketball, talk about life. I know that's why a lot of guys love playing for him.
What are we in?
And my guy Quincy is with Romello Hill right now. Q, man, what's up?
This way after you get it. Get the shooter. Shooter! Go get the shooter! This way! Go, go! Look at him, look at him.
I tried to go for the ball. He brought his elbow up. And it bent my finger back. It's okay.
Most definitely, man. Did it hurt when it happened?
Nah, because I still had my adrenaline going, but like, once halftime hit, that's when it started hurting for real.
Most definitely. When are you going to be back on the court?
I'm coming back next week.
Okay, for sure, bro.
Yep, coming back next week. I'm just laying in Hill right now.
Most definitely. Back to you, Snipe.
Romello Hill, his game has transformed. One of the favorite things I like to do is measure kids throughout their whole juncture being here at OTE. You can see how better they got over time. This Melo's second year, he's in a rotation. He's one of the best pesky defenders, like a Jose Alvarado type player, and he's very important to RWE.
Yeah, he's gotten them wins this year. Like, they don't win some games this year if it's not for Romello playing defense, hitting tough corner shots. He had 10 points last Sunday when they played against the Diamond Dove, so we don't have a most improved award, but Romello would be right at the top for one of the most improved players in OT.
Absolutely, man. And as we get this game going, 5-4, both teams still trying to figure it out, get it going. But we got a nice crowd here tonight, man. It's Sunday, right? I thought some people would be a little lazy, sleep in bed. They made sure they were able to see this matchup right here.
Yeah, we don't usually play on Sundays, but now we've done it three weekends in a row.
And it's been good showing.
It's been kind of awesome.
Been amazing, man.
It's a good way to end the weekend. Ooh.
Oh, here we go. Shana Bayev on the break. That's too easy for him, man. And hey, that's his first field goal of the game. And I think that's something that he wants. Easy transition bucket. Maybe they get the confidence going.
Yeah, I like that Beard God has extended this zone a little bit. Speed RWE up. They've gotten a couple steals out of it already. Good job from Coach Silk.
Something very important that Shana Bayev has done, especially that first game he was here on Friday, was get to the free throw line. I feel like he got away from that yesterday against the City Reapers. Now I want to know, is he going to make that one of the most focused on things in this game? Going 10 for 10 from the line, and usually he don't get free throw attempts, man. He's not aggressive, so I want to see if he's going to continue that tonight.
It was probably the most important part of Friday's game, that he was able to get to the line and the Blue Checks really weren't. So I think it's one of the biggest factors when Fear of God's playing well.
Good bucket right there by Sam. Oh, and not to mention, Coach Frazier is not happy at all with that lone defensive assignment right there. Let's take another look. That last bucket. Easy layup around the basket.
Yeah, Jasper got kind of caught in no man's land. He didn't come all the way up to help, but he also didn't guard his guy, so he got kind of stuck.
The last time these two teams met, it was a good one, Tom. I mean, it's always good to see these two teams play. I always say styles make fights, and they play kind of similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah, game one, we saw RWE take down Fear of God, but then this last time that they played, Fear of God was able to take down RWE, but that was a totally different RWE team. After this game, they then lost by about 30 to the YNG Dreamerz, but since then, this is a whole new squad. I'm curious if Fear of God feels that energy tonight, that RWE's been playing different than the last time they saw him.
Not to mention, Tom, I don't know if you've seen, but the last time these two teams met, Colin Paul had 19 points. No Colin Paul tonight. Yes. One of the best guards in the country. He's usually at the helm, the third option for this Fear of God Athletics team, and he's out right now due to a back injury, and they're really going to need somebody to step up and fill those shoes. He's also currently third in the league in steals per game, and he's not an easy guy to replace, so they're going to need a team effort.
Sam, have your hands up. Don't let them loop.
100%. You see Sam Hollis here at the top of the zone. He's probably the guy who they need to fill Colin's shoes if they want to be able to win today.
Sean, be ready to steal it.
You see some crack zone defense.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jump down.
Trying to cause a little bit of commotion right now. A lot of communication.
But that's exactly what RW has to do. Against the zone, they can't just swing it around the outside and shoot a three. Someone needs to get in the paint.
And we talked about development. Nobody has developed more than Parker Robinson. Last year, for the City Reapers, he was a catch-and-shoot, spot-up shooter. Now, he's putting the ball on the floor, tough loaders in the paint, catching bodies on his best friend.
Dunking on people.
I mean, P-Rob has transcended his game. I talked to,
What's up with the...
Oh, that's just a little recovery right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that the blood gets circulated around. Whenever you see the red rings, just a little bit of recovery. But I definitely think him going to Germany, playing in that Adidas tournament, really helped him. And it also showed us that he's more than capable of just being a catch-and-shoot player.
Yeah, I think you see the development at OTE with guys that stay multiple years, right? Him coming into his second year, he's not only a great player, he's also a great leader, right? You notice a lot of guys looked at him, wow, he's been in the weight room, he's been getting shots up, and how he's transformed his body and his game. That's going to lead to a really good future for him.
The lob and the finish. You mentioned it, man. Sam Hollis is back. Another bucket from him, and it's looked like he's understanding his role tonight. Pat Ot gets the foul call.
Sam had the big putback at the end of the game last night, too, so we'll be using that momentum.
Another look at the lob and the finish. That's great. Great eyes right there by KJ Francis to see him cutting through on that baseline. And that's why I love big bonus, man. You're always able to see something special. I see him born free throws, man. I love our rules here at OTE. I think he stepped out of bounds, maybe? I'm sure he kicked. Moving screen. Illegal screen right there. Fear God up two. Now it looks like RWE's in a 1-2-2, trying to mirror, get some stops, trying to speed them up a little bit.
And they were in that a lot last night against the Cold Hearts, who obviously struggle against the press. They had a tough time with handling the ball against pressure, so see if that gives RWE a little more energy.
Absolutely. You see Keyshawn Fisher at the helm of that defense. You know, we talked a lot yesterday about defensive players of the years and who's capable. Keyshawn Fisher has been in talks of defensive player of the years, and I think he deserves it, man. Very hard-nosed defender. Always taking on a challenge, and he's very tough as well.
He's tough, and I also think it makes him play better on offense when he's guarding someone really good. He's someone that talks a little bit of trash, has a lot of energy, is very competitive, so I actually like when he starts on defense, it tends to get his offense going.
I think a lot of that has to do with his football background. I talked to him, and he told me that, you know, his senior year, he had no college offer to play basketball, and he had several D1 football offers. He turned it down. And I'm like, yo, you turned down D1 offers to play a sport with no offers at all? And he said he just trusted himself, he trusted the work, and now you see him here. I mean, I know for a fact, a lot of college coaches would love to have a Keyshawn Fisher on their team. Look at that, keeping the ball alive, second chance opportunity, the great pass. That's all Keyshawn Fisher right there. And that's why I think Corey Frazier put him back in that starting lineup, because you cannot ignore. I mean, he had 20+ off the bench.
Right, yes, he had 24 and 10 the other day against the Diamond Doves. Had to put him back in the starting lineup. RWE doing a really good job of moving the ball against that zone now, not just settling for deep threes, trying to get the ball inside and be open.
Hey, Tom, I don't know if you know, man, but we just launched our own OTE app. It's the easy way to follow your favorite players and teams to get instant alerts when games heat up and players catch fire right to your phone. You'll never miss another clutch moment. Download it now on the App Store at OTE Live or scan the QR code on the screen, man. I'm so excited about this app because I usually just go on OTE.com, and I don't have to do that.
No, the app honestly is so easy to use. You can follow your favorite players, follow your favorite teams, know exactly what's going on with the games, and know exactly where you can watch it. So, all right, can I tune in on YouTube? Should I watch this on Prime?
Man, that's a huge, huge problem not having them out on the court, Tom.
Yeah, and I think it really affects Caden and Sean, right? Because they feel like they have to put more on their shoulders, more on their back. So without him, it's going to put a lot on them, and that makes things really tough.
What a tough, speaking of tough left-hand layup right there by Keyshawn. And after the bucket, he just go and guard the best defender, the best offensive player on the floor, and that's why he's special, man. See Pat Ot with the steal. They got numbers, transition. Back to Keyshawn, and he's back to the line. I love this kid, man. I can't talk about him enough. He's just a beast. And he cut the dreads off too, man. New look.
I didn't even notice him, recognize him.
I thought it was Nick Cannon out there, man. I was like, we got drumline 3 going on. What's happening out there, man? That's just Keyshawn.
And shout out to Coach Frazier, I think going into that like a little extended zone trap that they've been doing. The tough thing for Coach is deciding, is that going to make his guys tired? Because like you mentioned, they only have 7 players. But so far, so good.
All right, man. My guy Quincy got something for us. What up, Q?
Yes, sir, man. I'm here with Colin Paul. My boy, you're not playing out there. You want to tell me why?
I hurt my back yesterday in the first play of the second half when we were playing Reapers. Posted up, got fouled, and I hit my back really hard, my lower back. So.
Most definitely. When can we expect you to be back?
Expect me back in Palm Beach when we play in our hometown against JellyFam and Diamond.
Most definitely. You excited for that game?
Yes, sir. First time ever playing in Florida for OT, so we're all excited to have. We're at the opportunity to play.
For sure. Now, I heard that you were a singer. Would you rather have a singing career where you're the biggest singer or a basketball career where you're the biggest basketball player?
Obviously basketball. Basketball is my passion, my first love. So basketball all the way. I can sing though, so.
Most definitely. You want to hit a note for us?
Nah, I'm good.
For sure. Appreciate you, my boy.
No problem.
Hey, man, the Victor Oladipo of OTE is indeed Colin Paul. Something I love about Colin is it's rare to meet kids with his ability to play basketball, as gifted as him, but be so humble. Usually, the more talented you are, the more full of it you are.
Yep.
This kid is humble as they come. We did a big chillin' with Snipe in the cold tub. So soft-spoken. I mean, amazing kid, and I know Coach Shook has a great time coaching him.
Yeah, if I could sing, I'd be so pumped.
Oh, bro, if I could sing, I wouldn't talk. I would be singing on the broadcast.
I would hit that note so fast.
I would sing on the broadcast, bro. Cade and Daughtry at the line.
Why weren't we invited to the Florida games?
I don't know. I don't know if Fear God like us that much to like extend the invitation out.
It's cold here in Atlanta.
I'd rather stay in Atlanta and just eat this amazing popcorn we have here.
It's funny you mentioned popcorn.
Hey, man.
I saw you got some more after the game yesterday.
I had a problem.
Yeah, you have a habit.
I do have a problem, man. And I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Popcorn is like a guilty pleasure of mine. I don't have too many.
Hey, I want to say a big shout out to MJ. Just download the OTE Live app. Jasper hits a big 3 right there.
Jasper Johnson headed to Kentucky, man. One of the better guards in the country. Oh, that should have been a travel right there. KJ Francis won't count, but I love the shot attempt. Hey, man, RWE up 5, 21-16. Here we have it, man. Second quarter action, 21-16. RWE trying to keep their winning streak hopes alive.
Hey, Snipe, Carter Hill wants to know, who is the best shooter in OTE right now?
Right now?
Yep.
The best shooter. That's an amazing question.
That's tough.
I mean, because, all right, I hate to be so, like,
yeah, no, I get it.
you know,
it's hard.
It's hard. So technical. But what makes you a great shooter? Is it percentages? Because in my opinion, the reason why I think Steph is the GOAT at shooting the ball isn't just because he can shoot. He's so efficient and he shoots so much, right?
Yeah.
So you got to think of a guy like Taylor Kinney who's shooting around like 45% from 3, taking like 5, 6 a game, which is insane. Of course, you got guys like Eli, who I think is the best shooter, but since he shoots so many, the percentage might not look as strong as somebody else, right? So, I mean, it's kind of tough. Wei Zhao is in there. I think Wei Zhao can shoot it very well. He just don't shoot it enough. Right. So it's tough for me, man. Jay Wilk, of course, you can't talk shooting, but I'm talking Jay Wilk. Yep. But he can't create his own shot like I would like somebody to create. I don't know, Tom. I'm kind of...
I think it's like if you're wide open, who do you like, oh, they're 100% going to make it? For me, that's still Eli, but Jay Wilk is right there.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Great bounce. You know what? Isaac has to be in there. Yeah. You know what's funny? Shout out to Eli. But if we're talking like catch and shoot, wide open, I trust Isaac a lot. Like Isaac really rarely ever misses wide open catch and shoot extra passes. Yeah. He's automatic. He's automatic. And fun fact, when we did the overtime challenge, me and Isaac, we actually beat Eli. We shot right-handed and Eli had to shoot left-handed and we won.
Was that more because of you or more because of Isaac?
No. We both split it down the middle. I think we both made 5 apiece. It was first 10. I missed the overtime challenges, man. If you guys haven't checked out the overtime challenges, make sure you check them out. I got one with Duke Dennis.
You're on overtime, right? Not just OT.
Yeah, it's on overtime. I did one with Duke Dennis. We did one with AMP. We did one with the whole AMP at the AMP house.
Done with me.
Yeah. I mean, of course not. Did one with Rob Dillingham. I know you guys will probably love that one. overtime challenge, man. It was fire, man. Spirit God trying to get some momentum right now. Tough step back jumper on a baseline. No good.
Feels like both teams are struggling to get like easy buckets, right? Like, even when they score, it's kind of hard.
Foul on the play. Good dump off right there by Keyshawn. You see Jackson McVay saying, hey, next time, man, throw that up. I'm only 7 feet, man. I can catch that.
I like the confidence, Jackson.
Absolutely, man. Jackson McVay, you know, one of my favorite things about Jackson is how competitive he is. You probably won't notice that he's a jokester, but I caught him and Jasper playing NCAA football in the kitchen, and they had the most sweatiest game of NCAA football I've ever seen.
Jasper and Jackson?
Yeah, so Jasper had Kentucky, of course, and Jackson was playing with UGA, of course. They're both going to those schools. And UGA is the best team on the game. Meanwhile, Jackson was getting beat by 47 to Kentucky. In football, I might add. So Jackson might not be the best gamer, but he's a great basketball player.
We got Get Bucket 5 saying that Parker Robinson is like prime Klay Thompson. That could be a best shooter conversation.
Klay not jumping like that, I'll tell you that right now.
He's got some. I think Klay has something. Back in the day, way back.
Washington State days? How far are we going back? Rebound, Ashley Sims. Oh, great pass right there. Layup. Oh!
Timed that perfectly.
Keyshawn Fisher, man. Hey, I'll never get tired of talking about him. That midi is smooth.
He went opposite foot that time.
That's crazy, man. Hey, when it's your birthday, you can pull those off, man.
Get it, spread.
No. We're not going to just not talk about that block right there by Keyshawn. He caught that at the top of the corner of the backboard. Insane. Left hand floater won't go. Rebound, Emperor.
Get it.
Spamming floaters.
Get it. Roll tight.
Oh, P-Rob with the steal. He got numbers. The layup is good. I thought he might catch another body right there.
I
like this. We got the tempo going now.
AJ Francis for 3. Big time shot right there.
We speeding it up now.
Keyshawn. 20.
TK trying to get the offense going.
20.
RWE with a little bit of momentum right now. Pick and roll with Jasper. Baseline off the,
Jack, Todd, tail.
No, he's coming out, man.
Ready for this.
Come on, get at the top.
Kentavious Caldwell Pope. I like that.
That's good.
I like that.
Why didn't he like it?
Well, I think he's more used to KCP just being like a role player. And imagine telling an 18-year-old kid you're a role player. Everybody want to be Bron. So I think he wanted me to say like Jalen Brown. Yeah. He wanted me to say Anthony Edwards, and I just did.
I think it's a very I think we all sign up for a KCP career.
Do you know how I told him, like, do you know how good KCP is?
He'll make like $150 million in his life.
Yeah, bro. And he's been in the league for a very long time. He's a great pro.
Yikes.
Great defensive possession right there from RWE. And you hear Coach Frazier, he's on his guys, man. TK, the heavy. One more to Jasper. He's been on fire. 3-ball don't go. Dear God, in transition, they are spamming floaters today. Game. It'll be an 8-game winning streak. How impressive is that to you? And when you think about all the teams that was here in OTE, I mean, with that type of win streak, man, I mean, they got to go down in history, right?
It's impressive for RWE, a team who in their 2 years at OT have been known to be kind of up and down, honestly. They haven't always been the most consistent. So for them to be in that mode right now, and it doesn't feel like they're slowing down. They don't seem like comfortable. I'm loving it for that team. And again, I think it has a lot to do with the backcourt figuring out their roles. With Taylor Kinney, Jasper Johnson, and Parker Robinson all being prolific scorers and guards and them playing well off each other right now, I think that's really what's propelled this.
And as we mentioned, right, no Bryson Hammermeister, no Lincoln Cosby, no Romello Hill. This is a very wounded RWE team, but it's strength in numbers, man. I always tell people, less is more, right?
Yeah.
Like, if we got 7 guys ready to go, give me those 7 guys ready to go. And I think Coach Corey Frazier does an amazing job of making sure that they're ready And that's why I think, you know, players love playing for him.
Meanwhile, for Fear of God, Sean Abayev checks back in. He took a little break there. And Fear of God obviously struggled a little bit without him on the court, so we'll see if they can come back there.
Parker Robinson is chest guarding him at half court.
Yep.
I know from the tip-off, Coach Frazier's message was do not allow him to get comfortable. Taylor Kenny back to P-Rob in the corner. Good defense right there by Fear of God. Good hands. Francis back over to Abayev. 3-ball doesn't go. Another one, and it just won't fall tonight for Sean Abayev. It's been one of those days. Yeah, I definitely think he probably got hit there. No call. It's tough right there. The layup. They can't buy a bucket right now, Tom.
Yeah,
another miss.
City right now.
They keep the ball alive, right? Ingram, jumper. There you go. There you go.
I like the confidence to go right back to it.
Hey, man, if you give a team 10 times to score the ball, they're probably going to score the ball.
Snipe, I've never asked you this, man. If you were on an OTE team right now, which team would you want to be on? Because RWE's great, but they got a lot of guards.
Yeah, but give me RWE because they got the least amount of players, so I think I'll probably be able to get the most amount of minutes. Hey, man, let me tell you something. I'm very analytical, man. I want my time to play, and I think a 7-man roster will give me the best opportunity to play.
All right, let's ask the chat. If you could be on one OTE team, which team are you trying to join right now? With T. Bartlett. Oh!
T. Bartlett with the hustle.
Good assist, T.
Also, though, I would love to be on, I would love to play for the YNG Dreamerz because I love to shoot the ball. And they can shoot the ball a lot, man. And, like, whenever your slogan is shoot threes and trust God, sign me up. Because I love to shoot threes.
I'm a JellyFam player through and through.
Oh, 100%.
I want Coach Pete just throwing me on the floor and screaming at me.
We played pickup here at OT a couple days ago, and Tom was relentless on defense. I was so happy that I couldn't score because he would have guarded me if I was on. I was so happy I had to see Tom. First half action is coming to a close, but we got the OTE halftime coming up next. Highlights, locker room access, and more. Make sure you stick with us, man. Don't go anywhere. That's when all the fun stuff happens, right, Tom?
And look, in this last 80 seconds of the half, I think Coach Frazier realizes, okay, they're tired. This could be a time where we really extend this lead going to halftime with a big one. So he just wants them, the guys, to finish, right? And I think he realizes right now could be that turning point of the game where he really puts them to bed.
Absolutely. Sean Abayev still trying to find a rhythm in his game. Only 5 points. Steal on the play. Taylor Kenny coming up with the basketball. The pass. That was an and one of his teammates. Pat Oti kind of bumped it to him. He was still able to get that floater off the glass right there. JASPER Johnson with a tough lefty finish. How impressive has RWE been playing, man, these last 7 games?
I just feel like they're unselfish.
Good.
That was a great shot. That was
happy.
And they're playing defense, honestly. Like, this press has really been great for them. And, you know, I think that was out of bounds. That was one thing we talked about with RWE here. Are they going to play defense? Because they can score with anyone. I just feel like this team has really come together. And I don't know what it is. I think it's just them traveling together, them winning games, winning close games.
It's everything but Cam Wide. Okay, it's everything but Cam.
Yeah, Cam hasn't helped at all.
Mid-range.
Hey, Snipe.
Strong off the front rim.
Snipe.
What's up, man?
So, you said that I said TK is in league ready.
Is that not what he said?
No, I said he's one of the players that are going to go to the league.
My bad, my bad.
Today, you think TK today is ready to go to the NBA? That's what I said.
Oh, no. I misquoted you, bro. I think he's an NBA player. I mean, he's only a junior right now.
Exactly.
There's only a few guys that could have went to the league as a junior.
Exactly. I'm saying he's too young. He couldn't play in the league today.
I got you.
But that is one of the guys in OT that is going to be in the NBA in a few years.
100%. My bad. You know what, man? My bad, Q, man. Everybody.
I think they're finally realizing, all right, this isn't just a fun winning streak. We could actually be the best team in OT.
Yesterday, we talked to Jasper. He got player of the game, and we asked him, how long can this streak go? And he said they're not losing another game again. Now, even though that sounded a little crazy, right? Because that's tough to, very tough to do in this league. I do think it speaks to the confidence of them believing that they can beat everybody. And I'm excited to see how long this streak will go.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a really confident team and confident players, and they should be. And like with Talon and Jasper being their 2 leaders, Keyshawn being a vocal leader as well, you're talking about 3 of the most confident players in all of OTE, and now it feels like their teammates are starting to feed off of that.
Absolutely. Sean Abayev at the line, if you're looking at the numbers in your bottom left, he struggled last night against the City Reapers. You might be seeing 18 points, but it took 23 shots to get it. And if you know Sean, man, he's very more than capable of, you know, scoring big-time games. He's currently holding the OTE debut amount for points scored, which was 37 against that same City Reapers team. And tonight, he's also struggling, but as we mentioned, he got to the cup, right? So him getting to the free throw line, he's such a good scorer. Tom, I strongly believe all it takes is him to just see the ball go in for him to get that confidence, because I've seen him hit some amazing shots when he got it going.
Yeah, very similar to like an Eli or Malik. Like they can have a slow first half and then drop 25 in the second half. So it's definitely possible for Sean to get things going here and score. That was actually good passes.
I told you, man, it's nothing worse than a big man with bad hands, man. I'm telling you, it's the worst. TK, transition 3, no good. I think it's the first one he missed since he was 5. He never misses that. Caden Daltrey to the lane, floater, no good. Rebound. It will stay in Fear God's possession.
I'm really excited to see Caden Daltrey the 2 years after this, right? Because he just blew by everyone. He's just a little bit too small right now. Needs to put on some muscle. Needs to just get a little bit stronger. And I mean, he's scoring 20 points per game. That can easily be 28.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I'm a little selfish, man. I want Caden Daltrey here in Atlanta, playing for an Atlanta team. I don't know if, you know, the OTE rules, if that's conspiracy, you know, if I'm gonna get fined for that, but if he was in this building year-round, can you imagine what Caden Daltrey would be if he could work out with Corey Frazier, if he can lift with James, if he can really be here on a day-to-day? We are looking at another NBA player.
You would have to build an insane trade.
Come on,
Coach
man.
Sill,
Oh, yeah.
accept that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Insane trade.
I think he wants, like, a Talon.
Yeah, and also, like, an arena. If I'm him, I want an arena, Talon. I want it all, man.
Oh, I love this. Coach Frazier just ran a play out of the free throw. He had it set up where Parker would be sprinting to the corner, get Jasper to get it out quickly. That was an amazing job by them. I haven't seen him do that much.
Easy layup right there by Ashley Sims. You know, even though Cam Wilder is the owner of RWE, he took a liking to Ashley Sims' game, man. I think he followed him on the gram, told him he wanted to play a little AAU with him.
Yep.
So Cam doing a little recruiting here at the game school.
You see what Cam's doing now? He's starting an RWE team of only, like, big men. Like, you gotta be like 275 plus.
I've seen him make a post, man. Like, if you're 275 in high school, hit me up. I'm like, I wonder how many people actually are. Probably only 3 people in the world could text some big 3 right there in the corner by Parker Robinson.
Yeah, 2 in a row for Parker. Another one of those guys where if he gets hot, it's pretty much over.
We appreciate y'all in the chat, man. Appreciate OTE, the best basketball platform out here. Hey, man, I agree.
Short boy, too.
He said the app is fire. OTE, absolutely. He's talking about the OTE app that you can download right now at your app store. Keep everything at your fingertips, anything going on at OTE. You know, it's very easy to see what's going on in the arena.
Yep.
But maybe you want to see what's going on in New York. Maybe you want to see what's going on in North Carolina. Maybe you want to see what's going on out there in Fort Lauderdale. The app is the easiest way to know about everything going on in the league.
Curious if the chat is happy or sad that TikTok.
Oh, no, not a foul. That's a good defensive play right there by Jack. Hey.
Yeah, I was almost out of a job. I post the overtimes TikTok.
Hey, man. Overtime TikTok. Hey guys, OTE basketball is back next weekend with another doubleheader. First, it's a rematch between 2 MVP juggernauts, Eli Ellis and the YNG Dreamerz, against Malik Thomas in the City Reapers at 7 p.m. on the OTE YouTube channel. Then Cam Wilder's RWE team hosted Diamond Dove out of Phoenix, Arizona at 9 p.m. exclusively on Prime. Tune in to the stream all next Friday, man. Definitely want to be here January 24th. And if you live in Atlanta, come to the building, man. It's not the same, man. Seeing these games up close in person versus the stream is kind of crazy. Great pass right there by TK. Fear God just look like they ready to go back to Florida at this point, bro. They're like, hey, man.
Which I wouldn't blame them for. Florida's great. I would like to live in Florida one day.
Man, not me.
Yeah, you're in LA.
I know I won't say that, but, you know, it's ups and downs living in Florida, man. You know, you never know what's going on.
A great pass there from TK, and big man T-Barley making the catch, throwing it down.
Gotta appreciate good hands, man. He could have fumbled that, and all his aura would have been gone.
You talked about the games next weekend. Those are going to be some of the biggest games of the year at OTE. We see the City Reapers and Dreamers face off. The Dreamers have not seen... The last time those two teams played, the Reapers gave the Dreamers their first loss. I'm very curious.
2 times in a row?
I feel like right now, the Reapers are playing a little bit better than the Dreamers. I really do.
I can't argue that, but it's hard to say, man, because, like, the Dreamers started off slow against JellyFam and just obliterated them in the second half by scoring 60 points in a half. I don't know how true that statement you made is, but I do think both teams are playing pretty well.
Yeah, they're both playing great. I think the Dreamers have been a little bit slower lately, especially Eli's coming off an injury. I think that's tough. I think they're finding themselves in the second half. The Reapers, I feel like they figured out a lot. As we watch Jasper Johnson hit a 3 right in Sean's face. The Reapers will play tomorrow as well in New York City. Reapers versus JellyFam at noon on MLK Day. I'm gonna fly up to New York tomorrow and see that one.
Hey, man, take me with you.
Nah, it's gonna snow up there. You don't want to go there.
I'm used to the snow, man. I'm from Cleveland, bro. I don't know why you keep doing that. I'm used to walking to school in the snow up to your kneecap. I used to have to put the grocery store bags over my Air Force Ones, man, so my pants wouldn't bleed on my sneakers. I was that big of a sneakerhead in high school, man. Shana Bayev at the line. Free throw. First free throw good. Speaking of sneakers, one thing I love about Shana Bayev is the lace options he always go with. Right now, he's rocking the AE1 lows, but he got mismatched laces in the AE1 lows, right? He got the green lace on the left shoe, the blue lace on the right shoe. Every time he rocks some heat, he brings laces. I asked him about it before the game, and he said, I just got a bucket of laces at the house, and I swap them before every game.
I've never been a big laces guy. What goes into it?
Well, I guess it's just putting your own touch on something that's already there. So, like, if me and you rocking the same shoes, I'm still a little bit different.
Hey, Pat's getting comfortable, and that's really scary. He's up to 7 points now. I think he just hit a 3. Pat OT getting comfortable is scary in his second game at OTE.
Absolutely. So Pat OT, he's been here since the beginning of the year, but he's struggled with some injuries in the first half of the season, and now he's back, and I'm very, very impressed on just the confidence, right? Whether he's making shots, missing shots, he puts in the work. We have a shot chart here down at the practice court, and it keeps the shots of every player in the building, and he's notoriously known for being #1 on that shot chart. So, you know, he puts the work in. I'm happy to see it pay off tonight.
100%. Yeah, we expect big things from him. He's just a sophomore. He'll have 3 years here at OTE. We'll see what he's able to do in his career here. Absolutely, man. This game is slowly getting out of hand, 60-37. We know that Fear Guy doesn't play well on back-to-backs. This is their first 3 games and 3-night experience, and they're just coming out slow, to be honest, man. Travel called on Jasper Johnson. Oh, he was way out of bounds. They didn't call that. Kind of crazy. Almost ran into somebody in the crowd. Oh, tough floater. Doesn't go, but, man, Caden Daltrey, this kid is everything and then some, right? When you talk about talented, sky's the limit. You might have overheard me saying I'm a little selfish, man. I wish he was here in the building, but, I mean, he's a truth. Only 6 feet, 150 pounds, but he's the 7th leading scorer in the league, averaging 21 points a game. And he also dropped 40 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 steals against JellyFam November 2nd. I mean, he's that good of a player. I really love how competitive he is, honestly. Like, I feel like he's one of those, he's got fire in him at all times. Yeah, man. I mean, he's been around pros, right? He's trained with Rip Hamilton since the 5th grade. So that's where you get some of that tough tenacity from. I mean, if you know Rip Hamilton, back in those Pistons days, talk about a competitor. Yep. And obviously we've had a lot of great competitors in OTE. Starts with the Thompson twins, of course. I think Daquan Davis last year we talked about a lot. Amari Evans, of course. And I think Caden has seen those guys and hopefully brings that same energy as he goes through his OTE career. Absolutely. Now we see Shana Bayev back at the line. There you go. Who's the most competitive person in OTE ever? You can think about it. Step into the animated world of Overtime Elite. New 3 episodes every week now on webtoon.com. All my anime guys out there, make sure you check it out. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about it, Tom. Yeah, so if you like anime, even if you don't, if you're just a basketball fan, there's a really good way to get into it. It's kind of the first sports manga that I've been able to really get into because, as we see a backcourt there, it lives in the overtime's world and OTE kind of like its space, but it's obviously got a lot of creativity and fun stuff to it as well. So make sure you check it out on Webtoons. It's like, at this point, we've been doing it the whole season, so you got a lot that you can catch up on.
Ote, easy layup for Pat Ote. The most competitive player here ever. Oh, great defense by Pat. P-Rob on the break. They threw it a little bit too.
There's a lot of good guys, man. I think giving it to Quan.
Quan was very competitive. You think he's more competitive than Malik and Amari? I think he's just about, but better. I don't know if I can give him the edge. Man.
Not a better player, but
I think I get an edge to Lee. Technical foul to Sam Hollis. He threw the ball at Pat's face. Right? I mean, he got the block on him last play. He didn't like the block he got on the last play, felt like he got fouled, and then Pat with the easy layup. But if we take a look at what happened, the altercation, it just looks like he kind of got frustrated and just threw the ball at my guy Pat, man. But he's so capable, right?
Yes,
it's gotta be frustrating. Any competitor, he wants to win.
Get that, get that. Good.
Good.
Rebound.
With a great pump fake and 3 ball.
Really getting it going.
That's what he does. And Coach Frazier looks at me and say, I told you. We talk about him often, man.
We've been talking about him a lot.
Go to the rim, to the rim.
Such a, I love seeing it. Tom, let me tell you something about me, man.
Let's go, we're in it again.
I pride myself on how hard I work at everything. And nothing is better than seeing the results for hard work. And I don't care who it is. If I see you put in the work and you get the results, it's the most beautiful thing.
100%. Well, speaking of work, man, Jaleel Jalen's wants to ask, can Sniper Jones dunk?
I can't dunk. However, I had a stint in high school where I was wearing these things called jump toes, right? I don't know if you know what they are. It's a terrible invention, but pretty much you strap them on the end of your sneakers and you pretty much walk on your tippy toes all day.
Okay.
I wore for a month straight, and that's the highest I've ever jumped. And I was so close to dunking, but I never made one.
Very fair. Shout out to Icy Ghost, asking for an OT shout out, always here. Abraham said, you guys talk about competitive players. Who's your favorite OT player ever?
My favorite OT player ever is Ralph Martino. He had a great stint for the Cold Hearts. He was one of the best guys I ever met in my life.
Addison Yapana says Jackson McVay is the Shaq of OT.
Hey, man.
Go, Morgan.
Hey, man. Hey, if you like it, I love it. Shout out my guy.
My favorite player at OTE, I would say guys who I've built the best relationship with is definitely Amari Evans and Eli Ellis. Those two guys, I love how they play. I love how much they care about basketball, but also about this league and how much they put into it. So it's got to be those two for me. But obviously, we've had at this point almost 100 amazing players come through this. More than 100.
Amari at this point is like a little bro, man. We talk after every game. We trash talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? We always staying in touch. He is a great kid, man. And I'm really looking forward to seeing him play at the next level at Tennessee. I'm going to some games, man. Also, Ian Jackson, another guy I'm in contact with. He's on that list with Colin Paul. As amazing of a talent as he is, man, it's so rare to see a kid that humble and that talented, man. Oh my God, Keyshawn Fisher. Oh my goodness. And Pat Ote is having his way tonight.
Up to 14.
14 points in his second game. Oh, Casey Westfall not able to make the layup, but Keyshawn on a break. OT turnaround jumper. Hey, man, he made that one.
Right now, though.
Hey, look at Coach Frazier. Hey, Coach Frazier looking at him like, who do you think you is, man? Gotta love Coach Corey Frazier, man. One of the best trainers as well as coaches, man. He coached a lot of guys, grew up in that St. Louis area, coached guys like Jason Tatum, maybe you heard of him, Bradley Beal, maybe you heard of him, and so many more. Darius Garland, the list goes on with him, man.
You know how they talk about, like, oh, you're a hooper?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just like, that dude's just a hooper?
Yeah.
Coach is just like a basketball coach.
Oh, come on, man.
Like, he's got to talk about it at all times. He can't help himself.
Through and through. Through and through. Coach will talk to you about basketball in any time. There's no time not to talk hoops with Coach. And Tom, as you can see, this is just all RWE. They're just having their way with their guy tonight, and they're looking unbeatable.
Well, look, now they get to look ahead, right? They'll play the Diamond Doves on Friday night here. And then on Saturday, they'll get the Reapers, who will be coming off a game against the Dreamers. I'm not going to overlook the Diamond Doves. I think that can be a close game. They've played a couple of close games, but that RWE Reapers game next Saturday, that'll be a fun one.
And that's what I want to talk about. RWE, they're hot, but the Diamond Doves play really good at home.
Yeah.
They play really good in Phoenix, so I actually wouldn't be surprised if the Diamond Doves were able to upset RWE and get a tough win, because in that arena, they shoot the ball with the best of them, man. I think it's definitely a huge home court advantage for everybody that plays for the Diamond Doves. Shout out Coach John Ortega and all the guys out there in Phoenix, holding it down, man. Get well soon, Deshaun Gorey.
Let's go, OTE.
Yes, sir.
Go RWE.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys.
Hey, man, whether you've been watching for 2 days or 2 years, we love you here at OTE, man. Trent, thanks for putting us.
I also love the Go RWE with the Dreamers hoodie on.
Hey, man, you know, ain't not like a little false flagging on the
No loyalty.
Hey, man, what is it? One-legged three. How's it going?
I like it. Let's just start trying stuff here.
Why not, man? Hey. Look like this. Ashley Sims with the midi, no good rebound. Taylor Kenny, no numbers. He's going to go 1 on 5. Bayev, transition 3, knocks it down.
It's a long quarter.
Anything can happen, man. I've seen crazier things. Trust me. Big time shot by Sean and Bayev. Let's see if that can get him going. Here, Coach Frazier trying to get the guys back in. Pick and roll, TK. And that is what I love about him, right? The ability to take the screen, keep the defender in jail on your back, and knock down the shot. This morning, I seen him and his stepfather getting up a lot of shots together, and I just asked him, why is he so efficient? And he simply told me he put in the work, see it on a nightly basis, man. He's always in here getting up extra shots, paying off on him.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a player who's just playing as much basketball as Taylor does, especially in the spring and in the summer and the AAU time, and you see it paying off.
I know it's TK's birthday, but I beat him in a shootout today.
Hey!
And that's big for me, man, because I fell off big time.
We were just straight up shooting threes?
Nah, so it's a game called 50, right? If you miss a shot, it's 10 points on the board. If you make a shot, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
10 points on the board. Whoever gets up to 50 loses. So
And if you miss, you lose then?
all right, now, so check this out. Everybody starts with 0. If I make it 3 and you make it 3, I was 20. If I miss it, I got 20 points. I was back to 0. If you make it 3, now it's 10, right? So whoever gets up to 50 loses. Got it. TK got it. And I won it. Now I beat Parker Robinson. I went through a few RWE players. You know what I'm saying? But I know how to get my go home, you know? Abayev with the clock running down. Step back 3 off 1 foot. Air ball. Man, when it rains, it pours. Dear God, wow.
It's RWE defense. We all talk about the offense, right? Parker, Jasper, TK, get to the hoop. But this defense, that's ultimately going to be what wins them championship, right? Because we know they're going to score.
I like the defense, and we also got to talk about them having 2 very capable bigs in Jackson McVay and Steve Bartlett. The majority of teams don't have 2 consistent bigs. They probably only got 1, if that.
1000%. Hey, Riley wants to know, do you like Joe's song Tweaker?
I love Tweaker.
Say Jackson!
I did not perform for the Lions at halftime and they lost. I'm doing mad at him right now.
I didn't see rapping in Joe's future.
He easy, man. But hey, Mars 3 for 3. Oh! I believe I can fly. Happy birthday, Taylor Kenny.
Cam on the screen.
Hey, man, what can when you need him, man? You know what can end this streak for RWE fast?
He'll be here.
Cam being in the building.
He'll be here this Friday.
Oh!
I like it, though.
Hey, man. You got this type of league, you can take chances. He shot one of that win, man. That would have been so
22!
Hey, dog, she's trying to bring it up. They send a blitz at him.
No, Jasper.
Corner, Ashley Sims wide open. Can't make him pay.
Push it!
Is there a bright side for this Spirit God team? Like, can you take away anything good after leaving this weekend going 1-3? 1 and 2, I'm sorry.
Good news is Colin Paul will be back.
Oh, yeah, that's good news.
Good news is they're going to get to play a couple of OTE games at home in Florida and not have to come up here to Atlanta. We've seen, as you mentioned, the Doves and the Blue Checks as well have really done well when they get to stay home. Other than that, I don't got much.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm trying to find a silver lining here. I just don't know if there is any, but, you know, some rest to do this team good. Some rest, a little bit of recalibration, 3 ball, don't treat, won't go. And we see, you know, Gulfstreet with 14, Abayev with 17. Need somebody else to kind of help. TK back to P-Rob. Good pump fake, pull up, Nitty. Just missed that one. Sean Abayev with 17 points tonight. Still not as efficient as he would like to be. Trying to get a bucket right here. Tough midi. And he goes.
It's a great shot. It's just so many hard shots, you know? And, like, that's not necessarily on him. That's just a good job by the teams he's playing against. We talked about it a lot yesterday. These teams are getting used to each other, right? 8 teams in our league. They're now in that 3rd matchup against the same teams. I just think Coach Silk and Fear of God, they're going to have to go back home and make some adjustments next time they play.
Absolutely. Keyshawn Fisher, 3 ball. Out of there.
Snowing up there. It's an early game. You think JellyFam can challenge the Reapers tomorrow?
I definitely think JellyFam can challenge the Reapers. I don't see him beat the Reapers. I think, you know, Malik Thomas, Amari Evans, they're so tough, man. They built for it in any condition. And right now they're in a good groove. So I don't see them losing, but I definitely think it'll be hard. It's going to be hard going to JellyFam in New York with that crowd and beating them.
Yeah, JellyFam led by head coach, Coach Pete, obviously. Get a foul there. Coach Pete, who coaches JellyFam, he coaches Malik Thomas and Amari Evans in AAU. So it's always fun seeing these 2 teams match up because I think Malik and Amari, they want to play well in front of their AAU coach. Like, it's fun for them to do that. So it should be a good matchup. We saw JellyFam play pretty solid this past Friday in the first half at least. So I'm excited for that.
Absolutely. If you also want to see more about Coach Pete, he plays a huge role in our documentary here at OTE called One Shot on Prime. You guys should check it out. You'll get to see how he's the backbone of not only just JellyFam, but how he's the backbone of the community, making sure that everybody pretty much gets what they need, whether that be motivational speaking, being there for the kids. He's almost like a father figure to a lot of the people around the community, and he plays such a large role on and off the court for these kids.
Absolute best dude in the world.
Every time you ask him how you doing, less than highly favored, always good energy, and he wants to see you win on and off the court, and I think that's why, you know, him and Ian Jackson have such a great relationship.
For sure. Hey, we still got over 9,000 people in this YouTube chat. We want to know, where is everyone watching this game from? What city, what state, what country? Shout out to everyone sticking around. And make sure you hit that like button for me, please. Please hit the like button.
And I can just see the frustration on Sean's face after missing that 3. Oh! Westfall.
Yeah, T.
Gotta look. Well, that might be a poster on Westfall right there, but I can see the frustration, man. Nothing more frustrating than knowing you can knock a shot down and it just won't go. It's been a story of my life the last 6 months of playing basketball. 3 ball in the corner. Won't go, but they'll keep the ball.
AM08 out in Belgium. Alberto Hernandez in Springdale, Arkansas, and Atta Zeno from Somalia.
Hey, man, appreciate everybody tuning in. No matter where you're watching, it's all appreciated, man. Westfall jumper off the side of the air.
What's your next vacation? Where do you want to go? You can go anywhere in the world. Where are you trying to travel to?
I'm actually going to Tulum next month, man. I'm excited about that.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
Tulum's a nice spot.
Love Tulum, man. Recently acquired this year for RWE. And, you know, it's not always easy going to a new team, new guys, new coach, new philosophy, but you know, he's been able to adapt pretty well.
Yeah, I think it took him a minute. I think he won a championship with Coach Doug Martin and the Reapers last year. I'm sure he was expecting, all right, me and Amari this year, right? We're going to go off. We're going to be crazy. So I think that trade probably took a minute to get used to, all right, I'm going to be playing with 2 other great guards in Jasper Johnson and Taylor Kinney. What's my role going to be? How am I going to fit in? And I think now you're seeing it's pretty much a perfect fit at this point.
Here, guys, still trying to get some offense going. It's been slow for them pretty much all night. 8 dunks to the lane. That is an amazing finish on the right-hand side. He's so tough, man.
I think he can lead OTE in scoring next year. No more Eli, no more Sean.
I mean, you might be right.
No more Malik.
It depends on who we get, man. You know, we do a great job. Shout out Aki, right? Doing a great job at getting some of the best talent in the world in our league. But I'm always curious around that time to see who's coming in the door. I come in early. I try to be nosy. I look and see who we working out. I remember seeing Wade Zhao work out with Corey Fraser for the first time, and I don't think he missed at all doing a workout. I said, this kid can play, and I was right. Yeah, Key. I was right. I love seeing new guys come through the door, man. I love it.
Chat, let us know who should we recruit. Who should be an OTE player next year? There's a lot of guys. I think we got some tricks up our sleeves for sure.
I've seen Carter Knox work out for the first time. Darion Sutton work out for the first time. And all those guys, you know, they left here, now they playing big-time Division I basketball. So shout out to all the RWE alumni. Who's the best RWE alumni?
That's played in OTE?
Yes.
Carter's doing his thing at Arkansas. Quan's playing great at Florida State right now. Darion Sutton. Peyton Marshall. Look, I think it's going to be Taylor Kenny, but he's not an alumni yet.
Not yet.
So give me Quan. I've been talking a lot about Quan today. Give me him.
Quan been good, man. Quan has been playing amazing. Played amazing here. Santo, well.
Oh, I forgot about Santo. Damn. Oh, I love Santo. He's awesome.
Right now, he got Asanuel starting in front of him, and he's been great, right? He's one of the best guards, one of the best bigs in the country. I think next year, Santo's going to take that step, get that leadership role, be able to have that year down. I think next year is the launching pad year for Santo.
100%. Bro, we haven't, there's not that many players in the world like Santo.
No, it's not.
That athletic, that tall, that big.
Reminds me of like a young Dwight Howard. I mean, question I want to ask you is how long can this win streak go, right? This is the next 4 games that RWE has on the schedule. We see Diamond Doves, City Reapers, JellyFam, Blue Checks.
Man. So we're going to be at 8 after tonight.
And by the way, this will be a franchise.
Here's my thing. I think the Dreamers are going to beat the Reapers on Friday night. And then I think the Reapers will come back and beat RWE on the 25th. But I expect that game to potentially be the best game of the year when Reapers and RWE play on Saturday night. So I think it'll stop at 9. I think they beat the Doves, and then I think they lose to the Reapers, but
all black can give it a little war. No defense here from your guy. And he's so. Pat OT, right hand layup.
If he's going to be a 16-point per game type of player, this team might never lose again.
Hey, man. You imagine being out the majority of the season, second game back?
And they're still not healthy. Like, Ramelo's going to be back next week, so that'll give them 8 guys. And then, obviously, they're out without Bryson Hammermeister and Lincoln Cosby, guys who gave them great minutes all year as well. So, scary roster.
Very good roster, man. One of the best we have here at OTE. Another.
I thought what he said at halftime to you was pretty awesome. Realizing that he has 2 MVP candidates on his team in Jasper and Talon, and realizing, like, I have a role here that's going to help us win. And I think that's very responsible and mature of him.
I will applaud you.
You know what? I'm going to light it.
Cupcake, man. Yeah.
I'm going to light this.
Light the candle. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there we go.
This feels dangerous.
There we go.
Parker, good dunk, bro. Parker, I'm eating a cupcake.
Yeah,
good
Parker,
dunk.
we got bigger things going on right now.
Talon, just
40-inch
trust me, my wish is going to be what your wish is.
Okay, let's hear your wish.
I can't say it.
He wishes everybody subscribes right now.
Yeah, everyone subscribe. Throw us a like. Give us another dunk, Parker.
Oh! It might be his birthday, too. Oh, man. Now you got to actually eat the cupcake, by the way.
No, okay, producers in my ear saying I don't have to eat it. Are you kidding me?
Come on, man.
This is an excuse to eat a cupcake. This is like the best day of my life.
You do this all for no reason, man. Come on, man. Yo.
There's a lot of frosting here.
It's your birthday.
We got 1,000 cupcakes cupcakes here.
Hey,
if you
man.
want one, just have one.
I gotta say one for the birthday boy, man. It's not always about you, Tom.
Just a lot of frosting.
Yeah, it is a lot of frosting, man. Ote. Bucket. He is insane tonight. Oh, we got more. Grabbing some more.
I think we're bringing a cupcake to Taylon right now with a minute left in the game. This has never been done. Taylon!
Hey, a cupcake cheers. You see him?
6'7".
Hey, man, you only turned 17 once, man. Nah, that's so disrespectful. If I'm fear of God, I'm slapping that out of his hand to get back on defense. You are not about to eat a cupcake on my watch. Not tonight, brother. All love in the world to Taylon Kenny, man.
I think he took a bite.
Yeah, of course you got to take a bite, man. It's a W cupcake right there, man. Just under a minute left. RWE in full control of this game. Trying to keep the streak alive. And Taylon Kenny actually is enjoying the cupcakes from Hill.
What's up with getting posters in the last minute? You want a cupcake? After the game, after the game, after the game.
The fans are asking for cupcakes. Everybody want one, man. We got to save one for the birthday boy. Save some for Taylon.
Very good cupcake. Amir, did you get these? Thank you. I got some on my hands.
Man, Pat Ot, 18 points.
RWE keeps not scoring 100. They had 95 last night, I think. They got 96. Can we get 100?
Hey, man, they classy people.
Oh, yeah, super classy. We're eating cupcakes. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Shout out to the OT social team. I already know Josh Rudy has, like, something for that wedgie. Good luck, man. Have fun.
Shout out. Oh, my God, Josh. Cody, Wyatt, everybody back there holding it down.
And a big birthday shout out as well to Gustavo, who runs Overtime Brazil.
Wait, save a cupcake for Gustavo, man. What are we doing?
Shout out to Gustavo, man. Happy birthday. And it was just Mason back in the social teams, but everyone's birthday, man. Shout out to everyone.
And there we have it, the longest win streak in RWE franchise history. 8 games in a row. Who can stop this blazing hot team? Seems like nobody. The margin of victory these last few games have been very, very impressive, Tom.